first thing on the agenda, vote for chairman.
Okay.
Because I kind of stepped in, but no, we not held no vote.
What was that? Vote for what?
Vote for chairman.
Oh, chairman.
Yeah, because we haven't
Oh,
done
you
it.
mean a chairman for this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think.
So.
Yeah, so we can vote for you?
Mm-hmm.
But since you've been around, I think you.
Okay.
I second.
There you go. He's been around. Was there someone else that was working with you besides Glenn?
Yeah, we had a full 5-person committee.
Serious? Really?
Yeah.
Well, we had three. I remember last year, Dick Wiles,
Right.
Betsy.
We had Dick, Betsy, Tom.
Tom was even.
Always have to answer the patient's hospital. All in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
I sent everybody a bunch of emails, or an email with a bunch of attachments, I guess. Any questions?
I don't think so. I read over everything. It all made good sense.
Okay.
So,
This is not really there.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm assuming we're doing upgrades.
Well, that's what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
When we're done and not on the air, I will give you guys the account balance.
okay,
So, but we can pretty much do whatever we want.
okay.
The money that we've got is expendable by this committee and this committee only.
Okay.
So, we can do as necessary. First, several of these things we've been working on, but with the change in council and everything else in committee, I felt like it was time to get new permission.
Mm-hmm.
So, the first thing is a extension to the sound system and the video, to be able to put a TV out in the commons.
Okay.
You mean like
Out
for
in-
overflow, people that maybe.
For overflow.
Yeah.
And we're going to actually put a couple of speakers up, and that way, even if we don't, if something happens, we don't get the TV down here from the mayor's office, we still got sound out there, okay?
That makes sense.
That cost is, and it's all contracted,
Okay.
it is $46.94. And it might change a little bit because this has got some time on it.
And that's for the TV and the sound.
Yes,
Got it.
that's for that whole project.
46,000.
And they're gonna run wire, put it in the walls, make it look good, all
Got
that.
it.
Who are you contracting to do that?
We use a company out of Fort Wayne called New Era Communications. When I first started dealing with them, they were ESCO, and they got bought out as people wanted to retire by a bigger company. But I'm still dealing with the same people I've dealt with.
So that was 46,000?
4,600.
4,600, okay. I thought he said 1,000.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
just wanted
Yeah,
to
no,
know.
that's-
4,600.
I was gonna say.
And then I've got a variety of things that we basically get from Amazon. Then I'll come back to New Era. A mouse, some additional HDMI cables. I want to add another one of these mics, and I'll explain why in a minute. I don't know that we can, Bob thinks we're full. So if we can, we will. If not, we'll continue to use the wireless the way we have been.
Well, what would that be for if you went down one?
Coming to that. Oh, well, I know what it is. Then, I want to replace the chair that we have, that I've had back there.
With the table on it?
Yeah, the one there. That is, that chair's been there for about 25 years. And it's not extremely comfortable. So I want to get something closer to these. I'm not buying these, but something similar.
You can auction that chair off. That's an antique.
You're welcome to have it. No. We'll give it to the
Yeah, give it
city
to
hall
someone.
guys and they'll
Yeah.
figure out what to do with it. Oh, there it is. The other thing that I want to do, and I talked to the mayor about, is get rid of that portable stand and actually get a podium. And that's what I wanted the other mic for, is for the podium. So we can get a jack, we'll wire it up and use the same kind of mic. If not, we'll continue to use a wireless the way we have been, okay? So even with all that stuff, the TV and the sound were a little less than $6,000.
Okay.
Now, what happened last time was they basically approved an amount that I could spend. So if I had to call New Era to come down and work on something, we had money to do it, and I didn't have to call a committee meeting in order to do it, okay? So, just to cover our bets and everything else, I'd like to do that tonight and do it for an amount of $10,000. Last time we did it for $8,000, I ended up not getting everything quite done because some of it was supposed to have already gotten done. We kept changing.
That sounds reasonable to me.
Okay, so I need a motion.
Make a motion that we accept the 10,000 limit for equipment or whatever renovations.
And I second it.
Who made the motion for chairman? That was you,
No.
yes, okay. I have to type up minutes for upstairs.
Yeah.
So, okay, so that gets us all of that. Now, here's the $1,000,000 question. That camera there's got a problem. I don't know if you guys
Is that the one you have
noticed
to
it.
keep?
Yes, I walk
Making
back there with the
adjustments to
same.
it?
Well,
Or not?
what I do is I hit a cable in the back and it starts working. And we replaced all the ends up there. Bob's worked on it a couple of times. Sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it gets worse and then starts
Yeah, I was
working.
always curious what you were doing up there, you know?
Right.
So that's.
So, we need to address that. And honestly, at this point, I think the camera's defective. I think there's something wrong with the camera.
You just need to replace it.
Yes, and that's like $3,000 if we just replace it. The other option is, this is all older technology. It's all hardwired versus the new style, which is all what's called EDI. It basically runs over the network. And the question is, do we want to upgrade the rack? Replace the cameras, give it all NDI, upgrade any audio we need to do, get more jacks and all of that. Off the top of my head, I'm gonna say we're looking about $40,000. And we've got enough that if we choose to do it, we can do it. I don't.
Are you talking about just this?
I'm talking about replacing all 4 cameras
Okay.
and replacing some equipment in the back. Okay? And we'll make a small change to the audio system. You guys won't see it, but it's what allows for Zoom input. So that whoever's on the other end of a Zoom call can hear everybody. Okay? I don't want to spend $3,000 or so for that, and then we turn around and replace and upgrade it. Okay? So I need some guidance there. Do we want to get more hard figures? Do we want to just do it?
I would think, I think let's get some more figures and see closer to what we're really looking at, I think.
Okay.
I mean, are you saying that our limit is 40,000 basically? It's not that.
No. No, what I'm saying is, we have enough money in the account
Yeah.
that if we want to spend $40,000 on, we can do that, and we're still okay.
So who would it be, the New Era Communications doing it?
Yes.
So when they came to do the sound and TV, maybe they could give us a quote on
Yeah.
all
We can
of
do a
this
lot of
stuff?
that remotely because
Okay.
they designed the original system. They have all the prints, they know what's here,
Okay,
and they don't even necessarily have to come down for that part of it.
okay,
They'll have to come down to do the TV side and all of that.
right,
But I can talk to Bob and we can figure the other part out.
okay.
So,
Dave, is that makes sense. Is that ever, I mean, has that ever gone through a repair order or anything like that? Is that even feasible for that? Or is it just obsolete, do you think, or just a bad one?
I think it's just a bad one.
Just a bad one.
They're old enough at this point that, I mean, in theory, we could take it down and send it back to PTZ Optics and see if they can fix it. But then we've got nothing up there while that's happening.
Yeah, I see.
And we're keeping enough meetings at this point that becomes problematic.
We need to have something that's reliable.
Right. Now, the other thing I would do is, these 2 cameras here are fixed, and at this point, I'd put PTZs on. That way we can move them, use them however we need to, so gives us a little more flexibility.
Yeah,
When we did that, we were trying, I don't want to say we were trying to do it on the cheap, but we also weren't trying to waste money.
right,
And in hindsight, we should have spent a little more money.
okay.
What's kind of your timeline for all this, Dave?
Whenever.
Just whenever, right? Okay.
Yeah. So,
I mean, what we have right now is functional,
Yes,
so, but we're looking at the upgrades.
right. Long term is what makes it better and, yeah. So,
So when are you planning on for, the sound and TV for them to come get that done?
I will, contact them tomorrow, tell them I have approval, and then it's just a matter of them getting the equipment in
Okay,
and then coming down and doing it when they've got time.
right,
So they're gonna put you on their list, right?
For that, they'll just, I'll have them just put me on the list.
Yeah.
When you can do it, you can do it. I've had a couple of cases where we've had problems, and I've called and told the service manager, I said, I'm down, I need something, and they were here the next day.
okay,
So they've been very good to work with. I used them at the school, we used them on some other things around town.
okay,
So,
Sounds like they're the right people.
yeah.
awesome,
So, if we were going to change to somebody else, they would end up disassembling this whole thing to figure out how it's all put together.
gotcha,
Also, we want to set up for being able to put the meetings out live. I have a box to do it, we've even placed it. It's not working, I may have an idea of why,
okay,
but I gotta have Bob check it.
Okay.
If I don't get it, when I'm in here next time working on stuff, then I'll have them work on that when I'm here
okay,
anyway,
sounds good,
so.
perfect.
Okay.
Dave, what kind of warranty do you give up with the new equipment?
Honestly, off the top of my head at this point, I don't remember,
Yeah,
but they normally take, it's reasonable. I mean, I think when we put the last big upgrades in, I had like a year of labor, and then it was factory warranty on all the equipment. So,
Okay. So maybe when they give you the quote on all that, you said they can also include with the warranty and
Yeah.
things too.
yeah, I can get all that info.
Sounds good.
You'll be able to get that pretty quick?
The quote?
Yeah, a couple of weeks, something.
Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks, probably. So, depends on how busy Bob is right now, and I haven't talked to him in a while.
Which one were you referring to?
No, not one you ever met.
Okay, not that Bob.
No.
Okay. I was thinking
Bob
Bob.
from New
Bob.
Era.
No,
But-
not Bob from Evansville.
Okay, so.
But, so, anything else? That's all everything I had.
Yeah, no, I think, yeah, we're moving ahead with it, I think it's good.
Okay.
Good thing to do.
If you know of anybody that's got any sort of interest in this, and honestly, at this point, they don't even have to have a lot of interest. They just gotta be willing to be here when we do have a meeting. We still need 2 people from the
Yes.
community, so,
So you wanna pull in somebody, you don't wanna pull in any more from the council?
no.
Right.
The paperwork I sent you spells out, the mayor appoints 1, the council appoints 2 at large. Okay, two from the community and 2 council members. So it's a 5-person committee. So, and right now we're running with 3,
Right,
which gives us 1, I mean technically,
right,
but we don't meet the ordinance.
yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I'll think about it and Is there an age requirement? Okay, I mean.
No, we had Dick Wiles, I mean,
It could be young.
it was Dick Wiles at one
Well,
point.
okay, Dick, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, he's
Dick
kind
was
of-
on here for several
He's
years.
kind of a veteran,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so,
because, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
so, and
What else?
Tom was
Let's
on
see.
for a few years, so,
Okay,
but, okay.
all right, that sounds good.
If we're done, need a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
A second.